Hi everyone, welcome back to Teek's YouTube channel. Today, I'd like to talk to you about mindfulness. Now, mindfulness might be a term that you've heard thrown around quite a few times, or maybe this is your first time hearing the word. But what does mindfulness really mean? I found lots of different definitions when I looked it up, but one of them said that mindfulness means paying close attention. It means slowing down, really focusing on what you're doing, how you're feeling, really being in the moment. And there's a ton of benefits to mindfulness. It might mean that you can pay attention better, you're better at listening to others, you might feel more patient, you might feel happier, and you might just be more present with what you're doing. So that sounds kind of easy, but kind of hard at the same time. And mindfulness does come easier to some people than others. Some of us, like myself, need a little bit of help. Life can be really busy sometimes, and it can be really easy to get caught up in all the chaos of what we're doing in our day-to-day lives. So sometimes we need to really practice mindfulness. So some people do mindfulness meditation practices, but one other way that I'm going to show you today is using a mindfulness glitter jar. So I have one here, and you can't see the glitter yet because I haven't shaken it up. But this glitter jar is used as a mindfulness exercise. So you shake it up, and you can see that all of the glitter has gone all crazy floating around. And then part of the mindfulness exercise is to focus on that glitter as it slowly drops back down into the bottom of the jar and all the water looks clear again. So you could be deep breathing and just really paying attention to that glitter. This is one of my favorite mindfulness exercises, and I always keep this jar handy on my desk for when I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. So today, I'm going to show you how to make your own. So, to make your very own glitter jar, you'll need a few supplies. First, you'll need a jar. Sometimes a plastic bottle works fine too. You'll need some warm water, some clear glue, some glitter, and then as an optional thing, you can also add food coloring if you want to add a little bit more color to your jar. So the first thing we're going to do is take our jar and add some water to it. Depending what size jar you use, you might need more or less water, but in any size jar, you'll want to fill it about 1/3 of the way up. So remember, this has to be warm water. I'm going to pour it in here. And I would say that's about 1/3. And then the next thing we're going to do is add the glue. So I have this little container of glue, and I'm just going to pour it right inside. And depending, it might be easier to squeeze it in if you have a bottle, but I have it in this little cup, so I'm going to scrape the side so I can get all of the glue into the jar. And the next thing I'm going to do is stir it all in with the water. So the warm water should help dissolve the glue a little bit so it's not all stuck together. So make sure you use something. I'm using a skewer, but you could also use a popsicle stick, a fork, a spoon, something just to mix all of that glue together with the water. You don't want any big clumps of glue. So we're going to mix it all together. We've got some little bits stuck to the bottom, but I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to stop mixing, and I'm going to add some food coloring to mine. I think I'm going to add a little bit of blue. And a couple more drops of blue. And also a little bit of red. We'll see how that turns out. So I'm going to take my skewer again and mix all that up. So it's kind of a dark purple color. Mix that all in. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my glitter. So I have glitter in these little packets, but you could use any glitter that you have. So I'm going to cut this open. Pour some glitter in. I chose silver. Now that all of my glitter is inside my jar, I'm going to add a bit more water. You want to fill it the rest of the way up, but leave a little bit of space at the top so that your glitter can float around in the jar. So I just kept a little bit of space at that top part. Now I'm going to seal my jar up really, really well because we do not want this going everywhere. Really, really tight. Now I'm going to shake it all up. And there's my final product. So this is a really great tool to use when you're feeling pretty overwhelmed. So sometimes we can have really, really big feelings. We can feel angry and frustrated and overwhelmed, especially right now. There's a lot going on, and I know that I've been feeling that way some days. So using this jar during those times is a really, really great tool. So picture this jar as how you're feeling. So your head is feeling all swirly and you feel angry and you're frustrated. So shake it all up, like the chaos and craziness that you're feeling in your life right now. And then as that glitter falls, focus on your breathing, focus on what you can control. Focus on what's going well right now and let yourself calm as that glitter falls. I think this is a great tool to use in any of those situations or just for fun. It's a really cool activity, but definitely use this to your advantage if you do choose to make one. It will definitely help you be more mindful. See you next time.